What a dark, closer, good morning and welcome to the first of the 3 free taster sessions that I've set up that are going to be part of what I'm going to be teaching from September onwards. And this is because people are a bit nervous, you know, when you go to a class and you don't know what's going to be going on. So if you're whether you're going to join me live or online, these next 3 sessions will give you kind of an idea what's going to go on about. So today is all about kettlebells, and I've set it up for kettlebells for beginners. I've come on a little bit early just so that you can get ready. So if you've ever done anything on social media or live online before, you know, it takes a bit of time sometimes for the technology to catch up. If you are ready, make sure that when you have your floor space, there's plenty of space, it's nice and clear, that your shoes are done up, and more importantly, that the pets aren't going to be joining in, because I know that the cats and dogs like to play when you're playing as well. Now, in this session, if you're a beginner, you might like to just watch it, because, you know, you learn a lot from just watching a session, and it gives you a chance to kind of write down some notes or questions that you might want to ask me afterwards. Or if you're used to it, then you want to just have a go, just have a go. So this next session is going to be around 20 minutes. And in that 20 minutes, it's not going to be a 20-minute workout, because it's going to be more like a workshop about how you can use kettlebells to help you get a little bit stronger. So for those of you who don't know me, my name's Rachel Hubbard. I am what they've known as an exercise and menopause specialist. I'm working with one of the major fitness companies to try and bring to you a fitness qualification for all you trainers out there who are interested. But also I will be doing some workshops and wellness days talking around why exercise is so important to us during the menopause. Back in 2009, I did my dissertation on the psychological aspects of menopause and why sometimes it's seen as a time of change that gives us a little bit more impetus to try new things. And I don't know about you, but my body changed, and I definitely have more fat around this area. Now, a lot of this is because I had ovarian cancer, and so I'm more prone to it. But you might notice these different changes. And if you read any of the research, then strength training is a good thing to do. Okay, I can see quite a few of you, body-da, everybody. So if you want to say hello or put your thumbs up, what that does on Facebook is it wakes the comments up, and you can, you know, get everybody else involved in it. But do remember that your name will then be on the screen if you say a comment. But if you're used to social media, that probably won't be a problem. If you do ask a question when I am doing the workout, I'll come and answer it after the time. Okay, so it's 10 o'clock in the morning, and we're going to have a little go at what's called kettlebells for beginners. And you're probably kind of thinking like, well, why are you doing kettlebells? Surely that's for like buff young things who can, you know, lift heavy weights. And yes, but let me explain to you why I think kettlebells work really well. So, as you know, bone density diminishes quite quickly as we get to 50, and especially if you're a woman and you've gone through the menopause. And any kind of loss of bone density or muscle mass has a huge impact on our health. And so weight training is recommended. But if you're somebody who finds like going to the gym quite an intimidating arena, you might want to think about doing weights at home. Now, the dumbbells you can buy from the shops tend to be those ones that are made of concrete. So, you know, 1 or 2K, quite nice to hold, easy to put into your hand. But the minute you start to go heavier, not only does the price almost double every kilogram that you go up, but you might find, especially I found, when you've got arthritis or you've got painful joints in your hands, very hard to hold a big weight. But a kettlebell tends to have a smaller handle, which means that you can have more weight in one go. And the other thing is, it's easy to store this. It can be a doorstop. It can fit under your bed, whereas sometimes if you've got lots of dumbbells and stuff, then, you know, they can get in the way a bit and they get on your nerves. So what we're going to do now is we're going to do around 5 minutes of a warm-up, and then we're going to talk about the principles of the kettlebell in terms of how we use this. Now, we do use the goblet squat to begin with for people with back issues. But if you do have a back issue and you're a bit nervous, remember, contact me before you try the workout. So let's get going. Otherwise, I'll be here chatting forever, won't I? Okay. Okay, so you want to find a space, make sure it's nice and clear. And we're going to start off with a deep breath in. So remember, take a breath in, lift your chest. Take a breath out, release, move your shoulders. Let's do that one more time. So remember, deep breathe in. Really good. Help you calm down, focus. Roll your shoulders in between. One more time. Deep breath in. Release. Okay, feet wider. We're going to take a side bend and in. Then you're going to reach up and again. So you're going to reach out. Yeah, and then you're going to reach up. And again. Reach out and up. Release the arm. Roll your shoulders. Change sides. So try and keep your pelvis fairly still. And think about trying to reach to the side and then reach up high. It doesn't have to be fast. Okay, if you like moving fast, go double time. Release the shoulders, bend your knees. And again. So remember here, lift and roll your shoulders up, back and down. And again, lift. Okay, we're going to start off marching on the spot. As you're doing this march, okay, if you're somebody who likes dancing, have a little wiggle. If you're somebody who doesn't like dancing, just pretend you're going on a long march and you want to swing your arms to get those shoulders warm. So remember, warm-up's really important. It's a bit like putting on the oven before you cook your food. Okay, you want everything ready before you do your workout. Okay, hands on your hips. We're going to bring your heel up. So you're going to bring your heel up. Yeah, side to side, warming up through the knees and your hamstrings. See if you can add your arms, nice and steady. Doesn't have to be too hard to begin with. Okay, with your arms, take your arms up a bit higher, pull back. If you don't like the coordination, stay with the marching or stay with the side bend. If you can, arm up. That's the one. Well done. Okay, feet wide, let's give a squat. Knees out. Reach up, breathe out, and again, knees out, push away, lovely, take it down. Okay, you're going to stay down a bit and we're going to do that movement. Reach a bit, lift a bit, so you go a little bit further. Good work, one more time. Okay, now you're going to bend your knees, circle your shoulders, other way, reach away. Reaching up. Just feel like you're trying to stretch through the side and your back, but not pushing it too far. Bend your knees, circle. Okay, we're going to do a punch in action across the body. Yeah, you can bend your knees in between, but you want to reach out. So we're trying to warm up the shoulders, warm up the elbows. Yeah, and we're going to go back to those heels up. Here we go. Heels up. Okay, as you're doing this, keep your pelvis steady, yeah, and use your arms like you're pulling. And we're going to change this now to a knee lift. You stay on the same legs. Don't worry if you can't keep up. Go nice and slow. You can touch your hand to your knee, or you can just pull down. Okay, so you should feel your heart rate coming up a little bit. And we're going to go back to the march. Ready? Here we go. Swing your arms a bit more. Bend your knees. Come in, take it down. Two more left. That's it. Last time now. Keep your feet wide. Take your arm, pull it back. Look behind you. Try and keep your knees and your hips to me. You've got two more. One more. Now keep your hands to me. Hold them together. Look at your thumbs. You're going to sit back. And then you're going to sit up. So watch, heels stay down. Try and keep your hands here so you don't want to lean. Imagine you're holding a glass of water and you don't want to spill it. Down you come. Lovely, and again. Good work. One more time. Lovely, and release. Last bit, push your heels out to me. So just want to stretch out your calves just a little bit. We're not going to do any static stretches, but if you feel like you want to do any, please do. Okay, are we ready? Marching out on the spot. So the first one we're going to do is called a goblet squat. So we're going to get the squat position right first. Now, if you're like me and you're over 50, bending down to pick things up off the floor can be interesting. So you'll often see people taking a wide stance and bend down to pick something up as you get older, or stick your bottom out when you're doing it. So we're going to do a wide squat, but we're not going to do the sticky bottom out. We're going to pretend it's like a lift. So take your feet as wide as you feel comfortable, turn your toes out a little bit, and try and get the middle part of your kneecap to your second toe. Hands together and bring your elbows in. Now imagine you're holding a glass of water here. You want to sit down, push your knees out, and then come up. Try it again. So you sit down and then you come up. Watch from the side. So you want to think about keeping your spine in the right place, but when you stand up, don't leave your bottom out. Tuck it under so that your tailbone tucks down. Yeah, so you come down and up. Now where your elbows are, try and get your elbows out over your knees. Yeah, and down. How does that feel on your knees? Does that feel okay? 2 more goes and then release. Okay, so let's get your kettlebell. So if you haven't got a kettlebell and you're going to use your weights, that's fine. Now with this kettlebell for the goblet squat, we're going to turn it upside down, but I want you to make sure it's not pointing away from you because that pulls you forward. But I want you to think about balancing something on the top, okay? So you're not going to tilt it forward so it falls off. You're going to feel like you're holding it there. Now because it's heavy, you want to bring your elbows in and keep it close to your chest. Taking your feet out wide and remembering elbows towards your knees, you're going to sit down and stand up. So watch again, sit down and stand up. Try not to let this tilt forward, but think about sitting down as if you're going to pick something up off the floor. And again, down and then up. I'm going to do 2 more, okay, and then 1 more time. Now this goblet squat position is a really good way to start to practice to get used to a heavier weight. It's close to your body, you can hold on to it, and you can practice what's called a functional movement. But we sometimes want to put something on the floor. So sometimes when we find with kettlebells or lifting up dumbbells, it's hard to pick the weight up off the floor because your knees and your hips are painful. So you can put your kettlebell on a table so that you don't have to bend down to pick it up. So once you've done this one and you feel happy, might take a few weeks, you can turn it over and you can either hold it here, okay, so knees are out, and you can do the same thing, or you can start to take it down and then up. Now the thing is, because the weight is now going down, try not to lean into it, yeah, but think about that same position. So as you're taking it down, when you stand up, chest up, hips to me, okay, so it's down, stand up, chest to me. Now when you feel a little bit stronger, you can tap the floor each time. And this is another reason why I love the kettlebell, is it gives you good functional movement to bend down and pick something up, yeah? And remember those hips come forwards, okay? So hips come forwards. Okay, hopefully you're feeling a bit warmer now. So when we want to do a kettlebell swing, you need to make sure that you're comfortable with doing that goblet squat. Thumb up, and you point your thumb backwards, okay? So you go thumb backwards, hips, thumb backwards, hips. Use this arm for balance, thumb backwards, okay? So thumb goes through and the hips come forwards. What you don't want to do is just your arm. You want to go hips, 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 hips. Try it on the other arm. Thumb backwards, down, up, down, down, up. 2 more. That's it. Okay. So we're going to do it with both hands to begin with. And the weight is going to be in front of you. You're going to tip the weight towards you and have your thumbs backwards. So practice thumbs backwards and up. So once it's up, you tuck your thumbs underneath and you keep your hands close. Yeah, remember how we practiced in the warm-up? And again. Okay, so let's try it. Now, when you put your kettlebell down, don't have it close to you. You want to have it away. So you go down to your goblet squat and push it away from you. Okay? Where it is there, I'll move it so it's a bit more in screen. You don't pick it up from there. Thumbs back and you tilt your dumbbell, your kettlebell down. Okay, so it kind of tilts down like that. That's before you start. Okay, so kettlebell away, thumbs back, tilt it towards you. Now it's going to go under first, so it goes under hips, under hips. Don't worry about how high the kettlebell goes. And again, up, and again, up, and again, up, and then finish goblet squat. Okay, so we're going to try that. You probably notice your heart rate's gone up now. It's a really good hard workout. So I'm going to do it sideways so you can have a little go. So again, goblet squat, yeah, it's away from you. When you're here, yeah, hips go back, thumbs go back, tilt it towards you before you start, goes under and up, under and up. Now it's all hips. Don't lift the weight with your arms. Use the momentum of your hips to do the work. One more time. When you're finished, goblet squat down. And in between, you want to walk around. Your heart rate will be up, so it's really good for your heart as well as your bones. And that's the way that you progress. So we're going to do goblet squat, double swings, okay? So it's up to you now, whether you have the dumbbell this way or whether you have it the other way. Okay, and we're going to do 6 of these. Ready? Here we go. Now, super slow training is really appropriate for us over 50s. But if you want to go faster, please do, but try not to lock out your joints. Think about the hips coming forwards. You really want to push your hips and tuck your tailbone under. Excuse me. And again, one more time. I don't know if that was 6. Take it down. 6 goblet squats this way. If you can touch the floor, that's fine. Don't think about picking up the weight with your arms. Think about pushing your hips to the dumbbell. Push your hips to the dumbbell or the kettlebell. Push your hips. And again, push your hips. Now, push it down, take it forwards. Remember, thumbs under, tilt, goes underneath first. Tilt it, under hips, under hips, under hips, under hips, under hips, under hips. Place it down. Now you can do one arm, okay? So if you've got a shoulder problem, don't do the one arm, stay on the 2 arm, or work your good shoulder until your other shoulder catches up. If you don't want to do it, keep doing the double one. So in order to get that dumbbell up, more power in the hips. Same principle, but this arm is out for balance. Tilt it towards you. Are you ready? Goes under and out. Up. And you really have to push a bit up, into it, and again, one more time, Now, when it comes down, bend your knees. Don't let it just bang against your body. Yeah? Don't let the last one be in an upright. Unless you're left-handed, your left arm can be a bit weaker, so you might not lift it as high, but you should still be able to hold on. Arm out, thumb, tilt, ready, under, push. So it might feel harder, and again, use your hip power and just hold on to it with your arm. And again, one more time. Now remember, down, place it down, walk away, walk around. How's your heart rate now? So you might notice what a good workout this is. And these are only little moves. As you get more proficient, you can swap arms, but that takes a bit of practice. And the skill of switching isn't going to give us the benefits of the first few stages. So we're going to do 6 squats up, 6 squats down, 6 under, 4 right, 4 left. Are you ready? 2 goblet squat, feet wide, pick it up, turn it over, don't let it dip away, elbows in, chest to meet it, down slow. If you can, see if you can get your elbows to touch your knees. Yeah, so your elbows touch your knees and hips forwards. If you can't reach, don't panic, it's a good test. Okay, turn your goblet, turn your hands, shoulders down, okay, don't lean, push your hips to the kettlebell, toes out, down you go, down and up, don't lean. Now if you can, touch the floor and bring it up to your hips, touch the floor, bring it up to your hips, watch, down and up to your hips. One more time. Okay, take it down, take it forwards. 2 hands, tilt, swing. Tilt it, under, hips. Don't use your arms, hips. And again, hips. And again, hips. And again, one more. Take it down. Remember, don't finish the last one upright. 4 on this hand. Tilt it, swing it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down, other arm. Arm out, tilt, drop, swing. Now remember, keep your shoulder down. 2 more, 1 more. Let's do 1 more. Take it down. Okay, roll your shoulders. Notice your heart rate. So that's 20 minutes. Bit of a cool down now, okay? We're going to do the knee lifts first. Here we go. So just going to move your knees. Keep your heart rate, okay, at a steady pace. I think we're going over the 20 minutes here, aren't we? Okay, squat to the right and the left. And in. So not so deep. Keep your feet moving. Bend your knees. And again. 2 more. 1 more. Heel dig, punch in. If you don't want to do the punch in, just swing your arms. Okay, march it out. Breathing in. Breathing out. Take your arm out to the side. Reach a bit. Reaching up, and again. Good work. 1 more. Roll your shoulders. Ready, other side. Here we go. Should we just do 1 more? Roll your shoulders. Okay, take your arms up. Lean over to the side. Lean over, release. We're going to stretch your quads. So if you need to hold on to something, hold on to your foot, yeah, and then release. Okay, if you find this difficult, you can put your foot on a chair, or you can just do this lying down on the floor. Okay, move your hands and just stretch your hamstrings. Hips, go back. Push your hips up, then you step. So remember, hips go back, chin to toe. Up you come. Okay. So if you're new to exercise, remember you want to keep walking around the room until your heart rate's at least below 100. Or since you are now a little bit more metabolically boosted, go for a walk. Okay, so if you can attach maybe a 10 or 15 minute walk to your kettlebell workout, you'll benefit from that boost of your metabolism that you have experienced from doing weights, and hopefully you enjoyed. So tomorrow morning we've got standing Pilates for half an hour, and then on Tuesday we're going to have a go at what's called strong and steady. And what I've done is I've combined the moves of the kettlebell with my love of Pilates and put them both together to kind of do a workout that strengthens your bones, improves your core. It is aimed at a slightly older population, but if you're younger, please feel free to join in, because building your bone density is crucial from the age of 20 onwards. And if I'm an oldie, I might go a bit slower, but my technique hopefully will help you too. Any questions, put them in the comments. Otherwise, see you tomorrow morning. Hwyl fawr.